Greetings, YouTube. So always please like, subscribe, and comment. Today we have a Miele Plus, or a Miele s251i. These were made by Miele. You notice they're flat top. Kind of in the late 90s, early 2000s, as a budget option, what they did was take a rather old Miele and send some parts to China to have assembled. Some parts were made in China, a lot of parts are actually made in Germany in this machine. This one's a 2000, so 17 years old. Not bad for being partially made in China. But unfortunately, the user of this one hasn't been so nice to it, so it's on my bench for your viewing pleasure now. So we're going to listen to it at first. The motor sounds a little rough, and we're going to open it up and I'll show you why. Other than the fact it's a 17-year-old. Let me open this up. Yeah. You can see somebody has been using these horrible knockoff bags. You can just see the dust and debris flying around in and around this machine because of that bag. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with genuine Miele bags, the bag should look like this, not this. They don't even look similar. This was a newer Miele, the motor would be completely burned up. These older Mieles, the tolerances weren't quite so tight, so it's going to kind of work out. So we're going to take it apart and wash it now. Just got like cat litter and stuff stuck in here. It's kind of unusual. So always, please don't do this at home. This is just strictly show you what we're doing here today. I pulled the lid off, and you're going to notice that these guys are not attached. They're actually their own little thing. The bag check gauge is also a little bit weird to set, and I'll show you that later. Kind of a cool thing is, on these older Mieles, they're all #2 Phillips. Everything's pretty straightforward on this, actually. Taking it apart. Until you get under this cover, you realize there's a bunch of wiring in here and you have to know where it goes, and a lot of people don't. I always forget which wire goes which, and I'm really too lazy to go pull out my service books. So what I do is I end up taking a Sharpie and just kind of writing myself a little diagram, you know, on the inside of the machine. And maybe someday a future technician will get in here and that will help them too, but alright, that's done. A little wiring diagram right there. So we just start pulling wires off. Kind of an interesting fact is, this is when Miele wasn't 100% invested in the US market. And this Miele shares a switch from a Hoover not Guardsman, I'm trying to think of the name of the commercial vacuum that shared. We don't see them very often anymore. Anyways, it's out of a Hoover commercial vacuum. It's one of the only parts that's not made by Miele, for Miele, only hits a this model Miele. It's kind of a cool thing. So that torque set too low. A lot of old Mieles, the service procedure for taking the machine apart, you turn it upside down. We're not actually going to do that on this one. So we come out, we notice the cord reel becomes capped up to the lid. We see in here an Amtech motor, similar but not the same as like a Filter Queen or a Compact or something you know, we would see along the same era. So we're just going to go ahead and pull this out. We'll pull the number 1. Miele's random use of number 1 Phillips screws there. Go ahead and pull this out. In contents, we can show you all 3 generations of Miele motors here. So they use this motor made by Lamb Electric. And it's a good motor, good airflow, not horribly strong suction compared to some of the new ones, but still, it's still good for 80 inches of water in terms of suction. And they came out with this guy, which got about 90 inches of water suction, really good airflow. And this was actually a German-made motor, the first German-made motor we really saw in the U.S. Excellent motor. You know, now discontinued, but both these 2 motors have very loose tolerances and can handle a lot of abuse. The new motor, you know, this is much smaller. I'm just going to leave it in cellophane here, but it has the most suction, high level airflow, but there are really tight tolerances, and you can see it's really small. It weighs almost half as much as these do, so they've cut the weight down of the vacuum. Done a lot of positive things with this motor. You're still getting 1,000 hours of motor life predicted on this. The thing is, if you use one of those generic bags on a machine that uses this motor, it's gone. In a month, 2, bearings are gone. And this is the same motor I have in my S7 that I've had for going on 9 years. It's just fine. So if you take care of it, this one's just fine. So these are a little bit more rugged. But my point in showing you all this is this machine, along with the 300 series machine, could have any one of these 3 motors stuck in it. So, and if one of these 2 go bad, it's actually going to be a retrofit kit with a circuit board for this. So, little interesting, little known facts about Miele motors, going a little bit more in depth for you folks. So we're just going to wash this as usual. So if you look on that, kind of another cool thing about some of the old Mieles is the wiring comes completely out really fast. So we're able to pull this little wiring block out. Now I know I said earlier that these were made in China, and parts of them were made in China, parts were made in the US. Again, the motor was made in the US. The cord reel, let's see what a cord reel was made. The cord reel was made in Germany. This is a really tough cord reel too. This is not like the 500 series, it's a little finicky. It's actually really tough. We rarely replace these. And it is a self-vacuuming cord reel. It self-vacuums through right here. And that's to clean the inside of the reel. But you can tell really with how dirty this is. So again, this is pretty much all caused by using generic bags, all this dirt everywhere. One other step we're going to do, the bag checks are a little bit more intricate on the 200 series machines, whether it's a China 200 series machine like this or a really old 200 series, 100% made in Germany. There's actually a bigger 200 series that looks just like this. One day maybe I'll do a service video if I see one come in. They're really, like every few years I see one. It's not too common. O-ring. So yeah, here's the bag check in this. It's this big mechanical thing, which you can actually open up, service, and clean out, which is what we're going to do now. Because this machine got so dirty, we're actually going to wash this too and That we'll put back together, but it's kind of cool mechanism. So we're gonna blow all this out, clean this out, and then as I put this back together, we'll finish the video then.
It's okay,
Let's get this thing back together. We'll see. Put it right here. I don't know if I tell a customer if I'm having to rewire up this vacuum or not. These older Mieles, but you do have to like wire them through. You take them fully apart.
Am I doing this right?
No.
You already know?
I'm just saying no.
This thing just wants to pop off. I'm scraping it up.
You took all three of them off?
All three? There's only one.
Yeah.
Just trying to pop it out.
Yeah, you want to practice this side with the tabs already open right here. The tabs here would hold it.
Really? Okay, thank you.
Should be some green batting in here, but it looks like somebody else who serviced this threw it away. I got rid of it.
Oh, I'm like, what the? Don't get confused. So this cord's shit. Want to save this for anything? No.
Save the rubber thing off it, maybe. That's right. All right.
Can you cut these real quick? Or?
All right. Let me see that.
Lube her up.
Just in case you need to reuse that.
And then just go like that. I'm not gonna need this, right? Maybe.
Hopefully not.
How much are you gonna mess with these if I slide them through, right?
Do you need to? Is there not one on here?
Yeah.
Doesn't that come with one?
No, I don't see one on there.
Oh. What's the idea? Just take this.
Alright. Well, I just didn't know if that would fuck with the electrical.
Pull it through as much.
As much as you need. Well, how long has this place been open?
That's a good question. You have to ask Cal.
Okay.
So I believe we are going to be opening another store, taking over another store. Is what was maybe not purposefully conveyed to me, but conveyed to me. Is it by any chance in the sink? Oh.
Okay. So do I wire this up before? Oh, this can't go in because of this.
Oh. So we'll just set that aside for now. And we'll put the bag chicken decanter together.
Okay, I'm lost.
Alright. As I said earlier, this bag check is its own unique thing. It uses this half whatever mechanism. So the idea is, as the suction pulls this, it turns red. A lot of times we clean out these bag check mechanisms. Then it can be adjusted with this screw, something that's gone missing from some Miele's currently. Though the upright and some of the C1s still have an adjustment, but the C3 is lacking an adjustment for some reason. I mean, the company's saving some money by doing that. Mess that up. Alright. Let's redo all that. Alright. pieces again. Came out and clipped as I was positioning it. Like so many things, gaskets go on better moist. Or wet. Yeah. This should just snap on straight in. Oh, those are, yeah, putting those back together are always kind of like an adventure there. Yeah. So, enjoy your adventure. You ever see the show Adventure Time?
No.
It's like this little kid's story that takes place after the nuclear apocalypse. And it's like it's really strange. It's really good, but it's really strange. It's like I wouldn't show it to kids, I don't think, though. I don't know, maybe I would.
These are definitely. It's like it's in there, but it just does not want to clip.
Yeah, and you have to hold the blue switch button up when you put it on.
So it has to be up, or you have to.
Yeah, watch. Help it all dice. All right. So as you put this on, yeah, this is
Yeah, it's like right there, but it doesn't want to clip.
so something's just out of place. So unfortunately, something here, wire-wise. Yep, this wire's out of place.
That little black one caused that?
No, this little green one right here is out of place. Shit. You need a flathead screwdriver. Got one. See how it's out of place. Make sure all this is in place for this to work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. See how just doing that? Guys, there you go.
Go for it, Tim.
Alright. So the lid is back together.
Clipping on top and up against the other one.
Proper bag, proper filter,
Broke the tab.
and this guy. Now, these are some of the few times that you will cut this filter, this air clean filter. This machine cannot have a HEPA filter. It was designed before HEPA filters were really popular. I mean, this design goes back to the late 70s, early 80s. Like I said earlier, it was rebranded, well, not rebranded, revamped for a budget machine.
What did we ever get these parts in, or are we still waiting?
Yeah, we're still waiting on those. Yeah. Genuine bag.
You just gotta work.
Whoa!
Damn, what was that? Sounded like a short out.
You sure did.
I think the plug is. Yep, there's sound circuit board going. That's what that was the sound of.
I don't know why this thing is not working with me.
Well, let's see why it did this. Did I wire up something wrong, or? Yep, the rheostat went. The rheostat actually went. It's kind of weird. Alright, well, after the excitement here of this rheostat just deciding it was going to give up by itself after 17 years, got a new rheostat that I got from our boneyard.
What are you going on about here?
Just blew up on me.
What did?
The discolorization. Did you hear that? Heard that loud pop?
That little pop, yeah.
That's what that was. That was.
I thought you were shocking yourself over there.
No, a rheostat just blew up. Like. Alright. Well,
Oh, this thing is...
that's why you want to bring to an authorized Miele dealer.
Huh?
So we can replace the parts if it goes bad on the bench and have them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm filming. Well. Back check. Good. Now we'll clean it up. Send it out.
They were having too much fun in that film.
Ain't no such thing. Alright, so you approved the pre-motor filter for me.
Okay.
Did you get one slapping in there, though?
Okay, yeah. I was just watching that one out. ECO7.